When Jungkook first entered basic military training, he knew that this journey would be full of challenges and new lessons. Despite being known as a global star and BTS magne beloved by millions of fans around the world, in the eyes of his trainer, he was a new soldier who had to prove himself. However, who would have thought that Jungkook, with his dedication and perseverance, would earn a new name from his trainer, an award that symbolized respect and recognition of his extraordinary abilities. One of the aspects that stood out the most during training was the way Jungkook interacted with his fellow soldiers. Despite his status as a famous member of BTS, he did not let his fame get in the way of an honest and equal relationship with his peers. Even in difficult situations, he always prioritized team spirit and helped anyone who needed support, be it physical or moral. This spirit earned him tremendous respect from both his peers and coaches. One day, after a series of strenuous exercises, the main trainer at basic training called Jungkook to the front. The other soldiers on break stared curiously. The trainer, who might have previously only known Jungkook as one of the soldiers, now stood in front of him with a proud smile. "Jungkook," he said firmly, "so far you have shown not only outstanding skills, but also a very inspiring character. You're not only strong, but also have outstanding leadership. Therefore, we are giving you a new name." Jungkook was surprised, not expecting that his coach would give him a new name in the middle of training. The new name was no ordinary name, but one that reflected the qualities he had displayed during training, traits such as calmness, courage, and leadership that motivated not only himself, but also the entire unit. The trainer then revealed Jungkook's new name, Jango, which means protection or guard. This name symbolizes Jungkook's role as someone who is always ready to guard and protect his friends, both on the field and in everyday life. The coach added that the name was chosen because Jungkook has shown the ability to keep his team intact, even under extreme pressure. When the new name was mentioned, the atmosphere around Jungkook instantly became quiet. All eyes were on him, and although he was famous for being BTS' beloved magne, here, he was just a soldier who had to prove himself. The silence was profound, as if the other soldiers were waiting for his reaction. Jungkook, who usually appeared confident on stage, felt a mixture of confusion and honor this time. The coach continued his explanation. "Jungkook, you have proven yourself not only as a strong soldier, but also as a caring leader. You know how to keep calm in the midst of tense situations, and how to ensure that your team can always work well together. No matter how difficult things get, you are there for your friends. This name is a symbol of the qualities you show every day." Jungkook was silent for a moment, trying to absorb every word his coach said. The name Jango felt so heavy, but it also meant so much to him. In showbiz, he was often revered as an idol, but here in the military, he had to fight and prove that he was more than just a celebrity. The new name gave new meaning to his military journey, a reminder that he had a bigger role to play than just fulfilling obligations, but also providing protection and support to his fellow soldiers. After the coach finished speaking, the atmosphere became warmer. Jungkook's fellow soldiers, who had previously been anxious about how he would be received, now showed smiles. They started calling him by his new name, Gyeongho, which felt more familiar than just his usual nickname. It not only described the role he played in the team, but also the qualities he possessed as a person: compassionate, decisive, and able to maintain harmony in a stressful group. In the days that followed at the military camp, Jungkook felt more and more appreciated by his friends and trainers. Every time they called him by his new name, there was a different feeling that came over him. Gyeongho was not just a name, but also a responsibility. He had to keep the team together, protect them from doubts and anxieties, and be someone they could rely on. Every time they faced a challenge in training, Jungkook felt that his name gave more meaning to every action and decision he made. One day, in one of their tense simulation exercises, Jungkook's team was tested under extreme conditions. They were faced with a scenario where they had to survive in a dark forest and lead an extremely risky search mission. In this exercise, the soldiers were tested to the limits of their physical and mental capabilities. One of Jungkook's teammates, who had just joined and was not very experienced, started to lose it when they were caught in difficult conditions. The team member felt anxious and began to doubt their ability to complete the mission. Seeing the situation, Jungkook immediately took the initiative. "Relax, we can do it," he said in a confident voice, patting the doubting team member on the shoulder. "This is only temporary. We're all here to support each other. Remember, we are a team, and together we can get through this." With these words, the team's spirits began to recover. Jungkook, known for his calmness, directed them to find a safer path and gave clear instructions. He not only led with words, but also with his actions. When one team member fell and was injured, he immediately directed 2 soldiers to help, while the others continued with the mission. When the exercise ended, Jungkook's team made it to the destination safely. The coach overseeing the exercise nodded in admiration, then said, "You succeeded because you trusted and supported each other. Jango, you've shown that a leader relies not only on strength, but also a caring heart and the ability to make others feel safe." Jungkook, who heard those words, was deeply touched. The name Jango given to him was not just a label, but rather a new identity that reminded him of a role bigger than himself. Not only was he a world-renowned idol, but he was now the guardian of his team, a leader responsible for their well-being and success. Every time his coach or fellow soldiers mention his name, Jungkook feels stronger and more prepared to face whatever challenges lie ahead. The new name has come to symbolize his transformation from a doubting young man to a tough, compassionate, and devoted leader. And while he remains the Jungkook the world knows, in his warrior heart and soul, he will always be Jango, the guardian who will protect his team until the end. This honor brought tears to Jungkook's eyes. Not only was he proud to be recognized for his dedication, but he also felt more connected to his friends and coaches. The new name symbolized his journey of transformation, from a famous idol to a soldier of integrity and leadership. The name Jango soon became known throughout the unit. His colleagues began calling him by the new name, and with each call, Jungkook felt more honored. The name was not only a mark of honor, but also a reminder that he was not only measured by his fame, but by his attitude and actions that transcended the entertainment stage. He was a person who was ready to face challenges with his team and became a reliable guardian. Day after day, Jungkook continued to make his mark in the military. With the name Gyeongho becoming more than just a label, it became a symbol of what he had accomplished and how he inspired those around him. The name became a sign that Jungkook was not only an idol known around the world, but also a respected soldier with a determined soul and an empathetic heart. In the end, Jungkook understood that this journey wasn't just about becoming physically stronger or achieving a higher rank. It was about how he could continue to grow, learn, and positively influence those around him. The new name that his trainer gave him in the military, Jango, now always reminds him that he is a guardian both for his friends in the military and for all the people who support him out there.